Hey guys, I decided to use this Pentium 166 board as the test machine, at least to start with, because it's got 16-bit ISAs as well as PCIs, two kinds of memory, onboard IDE, onboard floppy, so it'll make a pretty good test bed, at least to start with. So I'm going to go through testing the memory, but I'm probably not going to record all of it just because it's quite repetitive. Either the memory passes or it fails. So I've got one in there now, and we'll start it up and we'll see. This looks like a 64 meg, and it did boot. So that's that. I'm going to run through the memory and test all the memory. I will have to use another board to test the 30-pin sims because this does not have 30-pin sockets on it. But I will test all the ones that this will test, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, I got all the memory tested. I used the old 486 board to test the 30-pin sims, and now I've moved on to testing video cards. This one is a Trident. (16-bit) ISA. Seems to work okay. So I'll continue testing my cards, and if I come up with something that's interesting, I will let you know. Alright guys, I've tested all the video cards that I have, and I got probably like 8 or 10 that are good. I only had one that failed. I found a couple old hard drives. This is a 170 megabyte drive, Windows 3.1. It was set to slave. It says it makes a constant grinding sound, but it will boot. So I thought I'd boot it with this. Of course it probably won't boot now, but this is the Pentium MMX at 166 board. Been using it for testing. I've got 64 megs of RAM in it. It's a Quantum EL170A GM240. Oh, I missed it. It did boot up to a C prompt. HiMem-DOS driver. There it is. Running Smart Drive. C prompt. Well, D-I-R. Okay. Well, there's a bunch of stuff on there. dir/p. Calendar, demo, DOS, Excel, finance, HP utils, office, operation, plant. There's all kinds of stuff on here. System, Windows. Oh, there is Windows on here. I wonder what version. It says it's 3.1. So let's do the old WIN. Look at that. Microsoft Windows version 3.1. It will probably have a conniption fit when it tries to find the hardware, but oh, pretty. Boy, there's a blast from the past. Of course, I don't have a mouse hooked up. I'll have to go see if I've got a serial mouse. I did find some serial cards. I did find a couple cards that look like they're PS2 cards, but they're not. That's a different style connector. A mouse won't plug in there. That's a little skinny one. And then I got this one, which is Logitech, which is a mouse, but that connector is different. It doesn't have the right configuration of pins. It almost looks like an Apple connector. So I'll see if I've got a serial mouse, because it would be very interesting to play with Windows 3.1. So I will exit Windows, and I will go see if I can find me a serial mouse and if I got a serial controller that will work, maybe we can play with this. Hey guys, we're back at the computer. I went to the Salvation Army today and picked up a couple of these lights they had for $2 a piece. So it should be a lot better light for you guys to see what's going on here. I found out the problem with the mouse was the COM ports are actually built in, so I was getting a conflict. So I went out and found a cable to connect the serial mouse. So now the mouse works. So we will start this up and play with Windows 3.1 a little bit. WIN. The video is a little bit glitchy. I don't know if the drivers aren't exactly right for this card, but it seems to work. So what do we got in here? Reflection for Windows. I don't know. What is reflection? Reflection for Windows. Okay, I don't know what it is. CC Plus. Calendar. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh no, it's doing it. It's a DOS program. Calendar Creator Plus. We don't need that. Roots. Doesn't like roots. Colorado backup. Microsoft Excel. Oh, it's a Pittsburgh Steelers helmet. Lovely. Microsoft Excel version 5. Cool. That runs. I don't know what this is. HDW Harvard Graphics. It's some kind of presentation thing. I'm getting a little bit low on battery, so I'm gonna stop this and go put some new batteries in. Alrighty, fresh batteries. Moving on to WordPerfect. Yep, it works. This is version 6.1. Cool. That's all the applications. What's in here? File Manager, Speller, Thesaurus, Microsoft Excel. Must be a duplicate. Starts Dr. Watson on startup. Accessories. Media player. Now there's no sound card. What else is in here? Clock. This is all the Windows stuff. Cool. There's a thesaurus and stuff again. WordPerfect Windows 6.1. Microsoft Office. That's the setup. It's not laid out very well. There's the Harvard Graphics. I don't know what that is. But it seems to run. Info Connect. Must be dial-up or something. So that's kind of cool. Of course, there's main. So your Windows setup and everything in there. MS-DOS prompt, file manager. Yeah. Cool. Cool. So anyway, there's a working Microsoft Windows 3.1 on a 170 megabyte drive. I was looking for the version. Microsoft Windows Setup version 3.1. Alrighty. I got a couple more drives. I'm going to see if I hook them up. One's a 95. I don't know what's on the other two, so I'll hook those up and see what we get with those. Okay, this one won't read. It just grinds and grinds and grinds. So I'm not sure what's going on there. It does detect it in the BIOS. It tells me what it is, but it won't boot from it. And this one apparently doesn't have anything on it because it boots up to this screen, disk boot failure. So I'm going to say that there's nothing on there. We got one more, an old Maxtor. Let me get that hooked up. Alright, here's the old Maxtor. First start. I hear no spin up. It's humming though, I can feel it. It's found it. Maxtor LXT213A. Now, it's found the drive, but apparently there's nothing on there. So, what I will do is I will hook up the Windows 3.1 drive, which boots, and put these in as slaves and see if there's anything on them. There may just be no OS. So, we'll see what we get. Alright, we've got the Windows 3.1 disk on the primary channel, and this Maxtor drive, 203 megabyte drive on the secondary channel, and it is booted to a C prompt. So let us see. Okay, there's D. There is a page file on D, and that is it. So there is no system or anything else on there, but it does seem like it's a functioning drive. That's a directory of the Windows drive. Alrighty, so I will shut it down and try one of the other ones, I guess. Alright, now I've got it connected up to this Western Digital Caviar. It says drive iffy. Sector's going bad, do not trust it anymore. I tried booting it to this and it wouldn't boot earlier. I don't know if it's detected it or not. No, it did not. So there's something wrong with that. In fact, it's not even spinning now. It was spinning earlier, I think. We'll do a reboot and we'll try to bump spin it. It does spin up, but then it starts making that horrible noise. So my guess is that going bad has become bad. So now it finds it. Western Digital Caviar. Certainly makes an awful noise. Secondary slave hard disk fail. Alrighty, moving on. Alrighty, and this is the Windows 95 disk as slave, and it does boot up to here. Let's see if there is. It does detect it. So let's see what's on there. There is some stuff on there. It looks like Windows. D-I-R/P. Windows is on there. Command is on there. It's possible that that one will boot from there. And maybe I didn't have the jumpers in the right spot. So I'm going to shut her down, put that one on as primary, and see if it'll boot to that. So that sounds like a plan. Alright, it's on as primary slave, I believe. We'll see if it boots up or not. I know there's stuff on the drive, but it hung last time. Okay, it's found it as a master, but that's alright. This is where it hung last time I tried it. And it looks like it's going to hang there too. So there's something wrong with the operating system on that disk, but it is there, it is present. Perhaps that sector's gone bad or something. But anyway, that'll probably do it for today. I got a stomach bug or something, I'm not feeling real good, so I will cut it off there and try and edit these and get it uploaded. So thanks for watching, and tune in for I guess part 3 sometime soon.